Hello everyone. In this video, let's see how to associate our domain with GitHub Pages.
Jungle and Python, JavaScript, tutorials for Jamie, this is Silver.
What the fuck, HTML?
There's only C.
First step, let's create the web page itself. So I'm thinking, let's create a document named index.html. I'm going to open it with VS Code and make it the most simple thing ever. So HTML, head, body, give it a title, my GitHub page, something like that, with a title in the body, GitHub Pages. It's just for testing. Let's go with that one. It's just for testing. Okay, let me minimize the VS Code and open this in the browser to have an idea of how it looks. So it's this simple. You can make it more complex with Bootstrap, React, JavaScript, but for the example of the video is to focus in GitHub Pages. Okay, we have it. I don't know why my background disappeared. I think it's because of the recording. But anyway, what is the next step? The next step is to create a GitHub repository. So I don't know if you have a GitHub account. If you don't, you will need one. So you would need to create an account in the platform. And we are going to create a new repository. Now I'm going to call it Yahiba because that's the name of my domain. And just click create repository. Let me maximize this. Okay. Get started by creating a new file or uploading an existing file. We already have that index.html, so let's go with that one. Drag files here to add them to your repository. You see, desktop, index.html. Good. And then you have to commit the changes. This is just for the tutorial, and it's in there. Next step, let's go to settings. So these settings refer to the settings of the repository that we have just created, not the settings of your account. And in there we have this tab for pages. We're going to deploy from a branch. So we need to pick the branch, it's main. And go ahead and click save. Now in GitHub Pages, you can go without a custom domain or with a custom domain. So imagine if you wanted to do without a custom domain, it would look something like that. Like your username in GitHub, then github.io. I think it's like that. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it like 100 for one. I think it's like that. It's something like that. Or if you have purchased a specific domain like I did previously, so you can associate it with that domain. For my case, it's yahiba.com. Any case will work. In this video, I'll show you with the custom domain. So yahiba.com. And by the way, if you want to see how to purchase one, I've created a video on that. I'll put the link in the description. For now, just go ahead and save. And it's gonna take care of the DNS check. So DNS check in progress. Okay, it's going to take a while. DNS check successful, but there's a catch. I've done this before. So it remembers that it's done like that. Now, interesting things to keep in mind. Let's go to code. I'm gonna open it in other window. It created a file named CNAME without any extension, and inside it's going to have the domain yahiba.com. You cannot touch this file, leave it there. It's being used as a reference. Now, I bought my domain name in Namecheap. Let's go there. Okay, it took a while to log in. Now I'm going to the DNS records configurations, advanced DNS. So it's a little bit different for all of the services. This one is Namecheap, and I already configured them previously. So they look like this. You need to create 4A records with these very specific IP addresses, which are from GitHub servers. Okay? They look all very similar. They only change the third byte 108, 9, 10, 11. And then you have the CNAME record. And this one I have to change because I was doing this in my other GitHub account. And this time it's in 38130. Okay. I'm just going to update that. The CNAME record is used to, instead of having to type always yahiba.com, if you ever have a user that wants to type www.yahiba.com, then you make sure that this type of users or the person that typed this will also be redirected to yahiba.com. That's it. Otherwise, www.yahiba.com is going to show as an empty page, I believe. Okay, it's the DNS records are configured. If you are doing this for the first time, it's gonna take you about 30 minutes. They're gonna claim that it's 24 hours to 48 hours, but it's almost always a lot faster than that. Anyway, say that it's configured correctly. We go back to pages and we will have to enforce HTTPS, okay? When it's working, give it about 30 minutes and enforce HTTPS. And then it's going to be showing like this with the green mark, DNS check successful. Let's try to access yahiba.com, and here it is. It's that simple. You don't need to pay for this service. It's like permanently free. The only thing that is paid in here is the domain. And say, like I was telling you earlier, if you don't want to use the domain and make it completely free, that's also an option. But look at that. You're not gonna have this domain, right? Unless it's something that doesn't need to be exposed to the public. Who knows? So, you have those two options. And yeah, what else can I tell you? Okay, it's a quite simple HTML page, but this takes JavaScript normally. I've tried this with React before, and it does work. And who knows what? It's a matter of trying what this can support. This is about it. I think it's an interesting feature from GitHub. I hope you like it. Let me know if there was something that I missed or that you are not sure. You can comment. I'll reply to you as soon as I can. And Hope it goes well for you. Thank you.